Welcome to SAP S4HANA FICO Overview. SAP stands for System, Application and Product. It is basically an ERP system which are used by almost all the organizations in the world. Almost all countries SAP is being used. So businesses run at the entire organization process on SAP. So what they do, they run on. So what they do, there are various departments within an organization. Like there is a finance department, there is a purchasing department, there is a sales department, there is an HR department. So all of them actually start using SAP, and they use a single database. So there is no duplication anywhere whatsoever. So entire organization uses SAP, and it becomes a single source of truth for them. So it's a fully integrated system where activities in one area generate posting in another area. The system provides online real-time information and one place for input of data. Core processes within SAP S4HANA Finance, S4HANA Human Resource, S4HANA Manufacturing, S4HANA Supply Chain. So these are all the processes within SAP S4HANA Asset Management, S4HANA Sales, S4HANA Services, S4HANA Marketing, S4HANA Sourcing and Procurement, S4HANA Research and Development. And here are the digital core where you have streamline, procure to pay, accelerate, plan to product, optimize, order to cash, enhance, request to service, core finance, and core human resource. So core process within SAP are finance, which we call as FI, CO is called controlling, MM is material management, sales and distribution, PP is production planning, PM is plant maintenance, PS is project system, HR is human resource, now called as success factor, and TRM as treasury. So the material management MM module is used by the procurement department and the inventory department, the stores department. The sales and distribution SD module is used by the sales people, the marketing people to generate sales, to record sales and to record billing. PP module, nothing but production planning. The module used by the production department within an organization to record the production, manufacture finished goods, show how much has been produced, have the bill of material, have the routing in place. So entire production planning is run using PP module. Then we have the plant maintenance. If you have a manufacturing company, there is always a maintenance activities. So plant maintenance module is used. In case you have projects, the organization has multiple projects, or rather it is taking orders based on projects. So they can have a project system module implemented, and all of the projects are tracked in the PS module. HR, human resource. So all the payroll activities, all of the activities like promotion, separation, retirement, your yearly annual appraisal, your payments to the employees, all of this is tracked in human resource module, which is integrated with the finance and controlling module. TRM, treasury module, to handle the various finances is handled in TRM module. So all of these modules, the material management, sales and distribution, all of these are tightly integrated with the finance and controlling module. The financial accounting module, also known as FI, is designed for automated management and external reporting. So it is basically geared up for external reporting. It contains general ledger, it contains accounts payable, accounts receivable, fixed assets. So these are the modules which are housed within the finance module or the financial accounting module. So in financial accounting, we have a submodule called as general ledger. The general ledger is geared up for external reporting, for document entry, account management. So it contains the general ledger accounts. General ledger is nothing but your GL accounts, which are used for posting the chart of accounts. So these are the master data used for posting various entries. In financial accounting, we have another module called as accounts receivable. So accounts receivable does what it does basically: invoices customers for goods supplied or services received. So it records invoices customers for goods supplied or services rendered. So, of course, the sales and distribution generates invoice, but the postings are posted in the accounts receivable module. It processes cash receipt transactions for accounts receivable. So, in case of the sales and distribution module is not there, then we can directly record invoices in AR module. So, it contains customer, billing logic, dunning. Further, in financial accounting, we have accounts payable. It processes invoice, the vendor invoices, generate checks. The checks are no longer used nowadays. It generates payment file by due date or discount date. It produces reports showing what are the accounts payable due, which are not due, which are cleared, and which are open, and all that. Okay. Then, so the financial accounting module has the asset accounting module. So the asset accounting module manages the entire life cycle of assets from acquisition, capitalization, transfer, retirement to scrapping. Entire life cycle of an asset is tracked in this particular module and asset accounting module. It generates depreciation monthly for the various assets which have been capitalized and post to the general ledger. So asset accounting mainly contains asset classes, depreciation profiles, capitalized assets, tracked assets. So we have the asset classes. We can have track various asset classes separately. For example, vehicle, building, hardware, furniture, license, land, etc. Depending on the business requirement. Now we have an organization structure in place in SAP. So what is the organization structure? Let us understand that. So chart of account. Chart of account is nothing but all the list of GL master data housed in a chart. It's called as, in this case, for example, in SAP standard, it is INP. So all of these GL accounts are used in the GL module, AP, AR, everywhere. Okay. So it's used for AP, AR, GL, asset accounting, process setting. Controlling area. Now, controlling area is used for basically management reporting module for internal reporting. Purchasing organization. All purchasing activities are managed by this purchasing organization, and it has this four. You can have an alphanumeric or you can have a numeric naming. So in this case, let's say we have a purchase organization of 6600. The controlling area is 6600. Below the controlling area and the purchasing organization, we have the company code. So company code 6600. In this case, it is a basic entity in SAP for a legal entity. So any legal entity, we have set up it as a company. In case there is a branch, then of course we also set it up as a company. Below the company code is plant. So plant is basically posting to the company code. So plant is assigned to the company code. So we have there, in this case, we see there are 4 plants for this company code. So all of these company codes are assigned to the company. All of these plants are assigned to the company code. So these plans are used for logistics posting, for material movement, for recording good receipts, for doing goods issue, and all of that. Okay, so this is typically an organization structure. What are the organization elements? So we have company code. Company code is nothing but organization unit where individual financial statements are created. Controlling area, organization unit where management of cost and revenue is performed. Purchasing organization, organization unit that procures material or services. Okay, so where we can record all the procure material or services is purchasing organization. Chart of account is nothing but a list of all general ledger accounts used. Plants are organizational units for manufacturing and storing materials. So data, SAP contains 2 types of information. One is master data, another is transaction data. So what is master data? A master data is nothing but an object or a collection of information, which is, which remains long and being used forever in the system. So it is referenced whenever that object is used in an entry field. This data normally does not change. Examples are address and payment information for a vendor or a customer, general ledger, fixed asset, and cost of goods. These are all master data. Now, transaction data. What are transaction data? And information associated with the specific business activity. So you enter this information in SAP, it changes from day to day. So what are the activities we capture or transaction? Like for example, invoices. Invoices are transactions which vendors send. So we record the invoices. Purchase requisition, so on and so forth. Journal entry, these are all transactions within the system. So we have master data and transaction data. Master data is used in transactions. For example, general ledgers are used for posting in the journal entries or the postings and all that. Customer master is a master data which is used for posting or recording information such as sales, for customer payment, receipt, and all that. So this particular slide shows master data versus transaction data. Now, what are the type of master data? We have GL account, we have customer master, we have vendor master, asset master, material master, cost center. Master records are the records that remain in the system for an extended period of time. It can be forever as well. Transaction records. Transaction records a specific event. What are the specific events? It can be journal entries, it can be invoices, it can be payment, requisition, and so on and so forth. Now, how they work together. So we have the FI module sitting at the center. The FI module has various sub-modules, assets, accounts payable, GL, accounts receivable. Okay, and then we have the modules, the other modules, for example, the purchasing, the inventory management, the payroll, and all that. So all of these are doing posting into the finance module. For example, whenever there are entries posted, there are goods movement or any particular movement, salary is posted, it will post to the finance module. The finance module is updated automatically in the background. Also, the controlling module gets updated. In case they are using a cost center, the controlling module gets updated. If they are using an internal order, the controlling module gets updated. Likewise, treasury module, which are posting, recording, treasury related fixed deposits, security deposits, securities, debentures, equities, or whatever, any kind of transactions. For example, it can be LCs, or it can be bill of exchange, or it can be, overdraft and all. All of these transactions will post and enter in the finance module. Integration with GL. So we have the general ledger sitting in the, it's the heart, and all of these modules, for example, all of these transactions which are happening in different modules. For example, in the material management module, we have, let's say, somebody does a good receipt at the stores. Okay, my vendor sends a good, and the good receipt happens in the material management module. So what happens is the accounting entry is posted in the general ledger automatically. So what happens is the inventory account is debited and the GRIR account is created. Now, vendor sends an invoice to the finance department. So finance department will book the invoice. What will be the accounting entry? It will be the vendor will be get created and the GRIR account will get debited. So automatically these informations are also captured in the purchase order. The purchase order also gets updated with the good receipt information, with the invoice information and all that. So everything is getting updated in the purchase order as well as the finance module. Any charges, any additional freight charges or whatever is sent by the vendor, that also is recorded to an invoice verification step. So that also gets updated in general ledger. Charges, AP, any charges, any vendor invoices send an AP charges, so that also gets recorded in the general ledger. Vendor invoices, AP, anything which is not relating to purchase order but directly a vendor invoice, that also gets recorded in the general ledger. Now, depreciation, asset, whenever we have capitalized and we want to depreciate, depreciation gets posted in the general ledger. Any capitalization entry also gets posted in the general ledger. Vendor payments on the due date will get recorded in the general ledger. Customer paying our invoices, will get recorded in the general ledger. Direct posting to GL, goods issue. So all of this are tightly integrated with the general ledger. So integration in SAP, when a transaction is executed in any module, SAP automatically updates data in the financial accounting module if it has a financial impact. So what are other benefits of integration? Enables simplified business process, standard data definition, and common business language. Simplified business process, enhance productivity to allow focus on value-added activities. Data has to be entered only once. No duplication happens whatsoever. And all related information is updated automatically. Integration eliminates need for analysis and reconciliation. So that is the benefit of integration, no duplication, no redundancies and all that. Master data is used seamlessly across modules. So thank you for hearing out the SAP S4HANA FICO overview.